Good morning. I'm Hemanti Virmachaneni, and I'm here with my final reports of final reports of quality management in computing. Uh, Moving on. This is the table of contents I wanted to discuss today. I'll just start with the introduction about quality management, and then I'll talk about the methodologies. Then I'll talk about what is Six Sigma, what are the different methodologies used in Six Sigma, and the differences between the two methodologies, and Six Sigma tools, and a project management tool in specific. Then I'll discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of that. Then I'll jump on to CMMI, and then I'll discuss about the history of it. Then I'll talk about maturity levels and capability levels. Then I'll be moving to tools for managing CMMI tool in specific. Then I'll also discuss about pros and cons, and then I just added a slide for references. Coming to introduction, what is quality management? So in the process of development, in the process of making any product, or in the process of making any software, modifications and the stages of product development to ensure that the quality is met is nothing but quality management. Incorporating quality planning, quality control, and quality assurance is what is nothing but that gives you total quality planning. And software for quality planning is created just because it gives products which are very efficient and which are very efficient and very having a high quality purpose, which can satisfy the end customer and in turn can make a good business. So quality management is very important. So what are the quality management methodologies? The most common quality management methodologies are these, in which we have something called Six Sigma, CMMI, benchmarking, continuous improvement processing, statistical process control, variation risk management, and business process re-engineering. The most commonly used methodologies for quality management are Six Sigma and CMMI. We'll be discussing more about those in the further slides. Moving on, what is Six Sigma? As I've already told, it is one of the management methodology. So it is nothing but a collection of quality control methods so that we can identify the flaws and enhance the quality of the product, which in turn increase the profit, or which in turn gives the profit. So the Six Sigma is basically a statistical and data-driven technique that is helpful for identifying the flaws or errors, and also helpful for and also gives the improvements that need to be made in the different stages of in the form of cycles. That is how it works. What are the Six Sigma methodologies? So we have two different methodologies that Six Sigma uses. One is DMAIC and other is DMADV. So let's discuss in detail about each one of them. DMAIC, as the name suggests, this is an acronym for define, analyze, modify, improve, and control. If you can see in this flow chart, it starts with a define stage, and then measure, and then analyze, and then modify design. So if the modify design, there'll be two outcomes of this, where it can be yes or no. If it is yes, we have to redesign and continue this loop, and if it is no, we can go to improvement and the control. It is a data-driven technique that is used for the improvement of the process, and this is a 5-staged process. That is what DAMIC stands for. And now let's discuss about DMADV. DMADV is nothing but, this is also acronym for define, measure, analyze, design, and verify. There are 5 stages involved in this. It is also a Six Sigma framework methodology. This is beneficial while implementing a new tactics or a new tactic to its early success decisions or database foundations or in-depth analysis. So this is generally now let's discuss. These two are the different methodologies that we use in Six Sigma. Now let us see what is the differences between these two technologies, or these two methodologies. So as I've quoted here, DAMIC deals with the current procedures, while DMADV deals with the designer procedures. DAMIC prevents faults, while this lessens or eliminates reactive defects, which is proactiveness. Specific solutions are the parts of DAMIC, and solution design is covered by DMADV. These are the few differences that I can quote here. Now let's talk more in detail about Six Sigma tools. What are the Six Sigma tools that we have? So here are the tool names: Wrike Project Management Tool, Kaizen, AR Six Sigma, and these are the websites to download them. I'll be talking more specifically about this Wrike Project Management Tool in detail in the further slides. I've also covered the technical requirements, functionalities of that particular tools, and my analysis about that tool in this table below. So this Wrike project management tool is basically a web-based tool, which is it can work on any browser, and it is a HTML based software project management tool. The basic functionalities are it has a user story leveling, summary, statistical effect calculation, burn up chart, generate reports, statistical reports, project metrics, holders request, etc. And as per my analysis, this is free for the first 3 users. It's very easy to use tool. So let's discuss more about it in the coming slides. So now I'll be talking about Wrike project management tool, which uses the concepts of Six Sigma. So as I've told, it is a browser-based application. So once you log in into this, it will show up different kinds of pop-ups where you need to select one of them. So this I just selected this is for the personal use, and then the second step, it asks how many number of employees. Once I did that, it just goes to the next stage where what needs to be done to be completed. Then I'll give my project name. What would you group those tasks to, and then what would you want to you see work, which is like basically a template that you wanted to use. Now after this is the screen where you can invite your team members so that all of you can use the same workspace to identify the things. And this is how two-factor, the space you created will look like, and the basic home looks like this. The left navigation inbox is something where you can see all the notifications that you have. The middle panel is something where you'll have all the spaces which you can if you pin mark any spaces, you'll get it here, or you can find the recently seen spaces under this recent tab, and if you pinned anything, it will appear under this tag. And these are the quick links for the different features that we have in the Wrike. So this is the I've just clicked on a two-factor. One second. I just clicked on a two-factor authentication workspace, and I've landed here where I've created different tasks for this, and I've kept it in a table mode. I can also use Gantt chart, which is a diagrammatic representation of what needs to be done by when. So if you see, it is a very weekly report. We can see it. We can see this weekly report in form of graphs, and we can see the range of this with the help of all the graphs. So now what it also does is it generate reports, as we can see here. What it does is we can generate any of this based on the information that we have stored in this. Now let me take you to the tool in detail. This is the tool. I've already logged into this. So HV is Hemanti Imaginary. This is my profile. So this is the home screen that it looks like. So what happens here is once if I get any notifications, or if someone's messages me, incoming, sent, archive, all can be seen in this particular div. And then if I go to home, this is the space that you'll have. This is the team Argos that I've created while in the initial stage of coming into this dashboard. So if I click on team Argos, I've just created a task called two-factor authentication. So if I click on that, it will show me the board. It will give me it can be either a list of items that I have to do in the next month, next week, or whatever, or it can show me my activities in the form of boards, where it gives me like this, or I can also see it in the form of tables, where it gives the list of values in the tables, or the Gantt chart. My net is a little slow, so it is taking a time. So next month what I need to do, and the Gantt chart is something which gives the diagrammatic representation as I've shown. So now let's discuss little in detail about the quick links that this tool provides us in order to monitor and do the things. So my to do is something, the tasks that are assigned to me are my something that I need to do. So that comes under my to do task. So if I go back, created by me are something which I have created, and these are in the progress. So you can also see the status of this task. So what I've done is, under two-factor authentication, I've created three things: brainstorming and creating user stories from the requirement document, developing and unit testing them, testing and production. So these are the different tasks I have created. So they have been linked to my name. Now once we go back and see, start task or something which if we start them, this will be coming under this pin task with a special importance. Calendars are something where you can see, you can set up the dates for the task that you want to start, you want to end. It is basically about the time frame you wanted to complete the task within. Or you can also add your leave plans here, that can also work here. Or calendar is basically, and timesheets are something which you submit to the client or your organization for number of hours you have worked. Or you can also you can also use it for the tasks that you have added. So first is the brainstorming and creating user stories from the requirement is one of the tasks. So if I want, I can add another task. So these are the different tasks that are assigned to two-factor authentication and for the team Argos. So I just added developing and unit testing them, and project or folder, this could be can't be changed because this date is locked. So I have to go back here and then change it. That is when I can do the changes in this active task. That is how the team timesheet works. So once we created all of this, if we go to dashboard, dashboard is basically a wizard where you can create and see according to your. So I just clicked on it. So if I open custom configuration or project wizard, these are the different wizards that we have and which are available to us. Now if we go back to home, we have another thing called reports, which is a very important thing. So we can either create a custom report, active task by assigning weekly project reports, overdue task by assigning project dues this month, unassigned task, time spent this week, and team utilization, where all of these are the different reports that we can create and see the where we are falling, where we are, and analyze them, and we can check what are the errors that we are going through. So I just wanted to create one of the chart and show you. So I've just created team utilization. I just created that, and in this select user or groups, I'll select my name. So then if I click on create, it gives me a report, creating report. This is my team utilization, where this week 40 hours is my capacity and I've just spent 2 hours. So non-billable time is 2 hours and total utilization is 5 hours. This is how it works. So you have to update all this in a timely manner to get the efficient reports. Now that's how basically this work. And to be more detailed, you can do all the tasks that are required. You can generate the reports, analyze them, and see where the flaws are, and then you can come up with an improvement plan, and you can also specify the errors here in the same file. That is all about this tool called and that is all about this tool called Brick. Now let's go back to our presentation. Now let me discuss about I've just added the same screens here which I've shown now. Now let us discuss about the advantages and disadvantages that we come with the Six Sigma things. So what are the pros and cons? Advantages are increasing organization performance. Of course, it is just analyzing everything and seeing if everything is going as per the plan, or if there are any flaws, and coming with a new plan. So it increases which in turn will increase the organization performance, process effectiveness, and it also decreases the expensive mistakes and mishaps. What are the disadvantages? Uniqueness is defect. And moreover, this mostly concentration process optimization rather than involving in innovation or development, which are the initial stages of any process development. And it also a lack of imagination. So it doesn't have any imagination. These are all the statistical reports that get generated, and based on that you have to predict the reports. It's not there is no imagination. That are the major disadvantages that you come across Six Sigma methodologies. Now let us discuss about another methodology called CMMI.